Hi, good morning.
Good day. Welcome to the ale house.
Wow. I like the smell of old
Stuff,
stuff. Yes, yeah.
Indeed. I'm just cooking the dinner.
You don't mind us taking some videos, do you?
Oh, I know not what a video is, mistress. I be in the year
of course.
1642. But you may do as you please.
Thank you.
So, this is a house where people can come and buy the ale that I make.
Oh, nice.
They can either drink it in here or take it back to their own homes in jugs.
Okay.
And I also make dinner for travellers or other people in the village that don't want to cook. And I also have a place for people to stay up there.
Oh,
So
right.
that's where we sleep.
Oh, nice.
There's nothing up there. Just space
This is very
for people to lay down. And I charge threepence a night for people to stay up there. Threepence, 3 pence.
Okay.
And to give you an idea of how much that is, a labouring man, so someone who digs ditches or does a very hard job but not that skilled, he would earn threepence a day. So it's about a day's wages for a poor man that's working.
So in today's age, probably 80 pounds, 100 pounds.
I would say.
Yeah. So let's see a fireplace. Nice.
You don't have any like lights or anything for more
Lights for what?
I have some candles up there,
Okay.
but I try not to use them because candles are expensive. And I have the light of the fire here. And when I want to check on how the food is cooking, I bring the pot over to the window
Okay.
and look inside.
And winter time, what do you do? Like because there's so many windows and everything. There's no heater.
Well, if the wind is coming from one direction, I'll close the shutters on that side. Wear all the clothing that I own, though I don't own much more than this anyway.
Okay.
But just keep busy. You can see in some of the shutters, when you look at them, they all have wool stuffed into the cracks to stop the drafts coming in.
You got dried fish as well there.
Oh, aye. You can see by the state of our fat, it doesn't work. The smoke comes out and up. You can see it all. I mean, it goes up a little, but not much. I do believe when Master Stairs, who owns the building, had it built, he did not employ the best craftspeople. They don't seem to have made a very good chimney. Don't tell him I told you that though, or I'll get into trouble.
Are we going to meet him? Is there any chance?
No, he doesn't come down into the village.
Okay.
Really, we go to him, don't we, mistress?
Right.
He lives in Grange Farm. Now you can see Grange Farm.
Yeah.
When you came in through a green gate. Do you remember? You walked in through a green gate.
Okay.
A metal gate.
Yeah.
When you leave, if you would like to, take you 20 seconds. Leave through the green gate. Go across the crossing. Keep on going. There's a pathway that goes between the hedge.
Yeah.
And then you'll come out into a wide area. Look to your right and you will see Grange Farm. It's a big old building. It's lived in.
Oh yeah, I saw that over there.
And so that's where Master and Mistress Stairs live. Even in our time, that building is very ancient, isn't it, Mistress?
It was built in 1220,
Something like that. Aye.
Like the monks call it.
You know Grange Farm? If you look at the thing and go to the right hand side, that's the oldest part.
Aye.
You go in the roof and they've got beams and they've got joints, mortise marks in them, so they reckon they were reused from possibly an old ship.
Oh, aye.
It's when the gentleman left us in there, he had all the history of the building.
So what is your connection with the village, if you don't mind asking? Just
Oh, I married into the village. I did grow up in Titchfield,
okay,
and my husband ran this ale house.
right,
And so when I married him, I became the alewife.
right.
But 2 summers past, he died of an ague, which is like a fever. And so now I run the ale house alone.
And what is your name, please?
Mistress Ellen.
Mistress Ellen.
Aye, very pleased to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Have you travelled far? Do you require a place to stay?
Uh,
Tis only threepence.
Truppens, yeah. It'll be interesting.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, when we're busy on a market day and we have 15 people up there, it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Everyone is snuggled up together.
Wow. So you get to feel this every Sunday. Do you open every Sunday or not every Sunday?
I open every day. It is my house. So
This is your house, yeah.
as people come in, I serve them, and if they don't come in, then I don't. And so I have to do what I can to make my living. So I open every day. And Sundays are very popular because after everyone comes back from church in the morning,
Yeah.
we're encouraged by the king to come together and play games as a community. He published a book called The Book of Sports, and it has all sorts of different games that you might play, like bowls or archery or things like that. And so it's our duty to have fun on a Sunday afternoon.
Very nice.
The
Very
young
nice.
people will dance in the streets,
Yeah.
and there'll be musicians and things like that. So
Very nice. Okay, let me have a look around. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Have a good time.
Thanks.
If you have any questions, do come back. All
You
right.
will? Yeah. Thank you.
Smooth one.
Okay. Let's go to this house, yeah?
Yeah.
And then once I've done all that,
Oh, it's carpentry.
now then I have to, on this calculator I should lift myself more cordage on the end there.
Yeah.
But once I've undone that, once I've got to the end, I had to take them off the tension device and undo all of them to make it back.
Yeah, we
like
come back.
that. Yeah. And then once I've
This is the Phoenix. So this is just like a pub, basically. Hello. It's just like a. So this is just like a pub. I mean, not a hotel in the olden time. Huh? Oh, I want to live in 17th century. I don't want to live in this century. Please, God, take me back to 17th century. 1642. Wow. എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമാണ് പക്ഷെ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള സ്ഥലത്ത് പോകാൻ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള പഴയ സാധനം കാണാൻ പഴയ എന്താ നമ്മളെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഈ പുകയും തീയൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ യൂസ് ടു ആണ്, നമുക്കറിയാം. പക്ഷെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷുകാരെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ഇങ്ങനെ അവർക്കറിയത്തില്ല. അവർ ഈ ഫയർ ഇങ്ങനെ എന്താണ് ഫയർ പ്ലേസ് മാത്രമല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ, കുക്ക് ചെയ്യത്തില്ലല്ലോ ഫയർ, അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. Good morning.
You are busy this morning? Leaving?
Do you mind if we have a look around?
Yes,
That's right. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Please don't start to speak loud.
Thanks.
Any questions, just ask.
Thank you.
I'm moving another bench.
Wow, nice. So how difficult was it to make a shirt or whatever, isn't it? Made like days.
We made them at school on our trip to Butter Farm, and it was so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
നമ്മൾ വെറുതെ ഡ്രസ്സൊക്കെ ഇപ്പം
that's
ഒരെണ്ണം മേടിക്കും, ഒരു മാസം ഇടും, കളയും, അടുത്ത മേടിക്കും. അന്നൊക്കെ ഒരു ഡ്രസ്സ് ഉണ്ടാക്കി എത്രയും ദിവസം എടുത്ത്.
സ്കൂളില് സ്കൂൾ ട്രിപ്പില് Butter Farm.
വാവ്.
Some remedies.
Oh, good morning. Are you a doctor?
I am not a doctor, I'm a herbalist.
Herbalist.
There is a surgeon who visits this village for amputations or surgery. Any other ailments and injuries are taken care of with herbal remedies. This is making a paste with these healing herbs. Something to stop bleeding, something soothing, something antiseptic. And then this paste will be wrapped up in this muslin and then laid directly onto the wound as a poultice, which will draw out any germs and heal and soothe. If this chap has trouble sleeping, we have a remedy called valerian. If he has pain, we have willow bark, which we make into teas for him to drink for pain killing, sleeping. This stops bleeding too. This is called yarrow. All grows in the fields and
All grows
all
in the
around.
village. And it will work after centuries.
It will
It
definitely.
will work.
These are absolutely remedies that you could make and use today. Dosage may be a problem, but if ground sufficiently, a teaspoon is a teaspoon, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this particular, which is the young willow bark ground for analgesia, is shown to contain salicylic acid, which is aspirin. So yes, they do work.
Nice. And you can still find in the village.
But no, oh yes, this
these
is like a weed. This is borage, which will be dried for winter for antiseptic. All of this knowledge is passed down to us, and very effective, but no
very good.
profits for the pharmaceutical companies.
Very true.
Is there a pharmaceutical company?
Not
much
as such. There will soon be apothecaries who will make and sell
Yeah.
these remedies. But in 1642, it's every housewife can make remedies for fevers and sickness.
So when you say 1640 to 1600 is a plague happened in 1600, isn't it? 1604?
There was always plague. It was it was just here all the time.
Were you
Yeah,
affected
but-
by the plague?
This village was not
Village,
affected.
you said?
This village, grandson. Hello, come on in, master and mistress. We have something for plague. We burn herbs up and down to drive the plague away. But plague is always with us and threatening to break out again.
Okay. So, but you found some remedy.
This one may be not as effective as these, burning bay leaves, but
Yeah.
the belief was there that would drive the plague away.
Okay.
Yes.
Very
Thank you
nice.
for your time.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
to see you.
Thank you. Let me have a
Okay. Hello.
And when we got up to the front, there was a list of all the names of different people that were in them, ticks next to them, and the herbalist, and there was no tick. And we're going, oh no, she's here.
I haven't got to that yet.
And we asked her,
Probably start next season. This stuff will come to the Woodham and the immigrant stay.
So how long will it take for you to make a shirt or something like a top?
oh, that's a very good question. So, as an accomplished spinner, I can spin about 25 to 30 grams of wool an hour.
Okay,
So
that
if you
means
figure how many grams of wool would be in a fine shirt, for example, is it a fine shirt, is it a coarse shirt? So if I was really cooking, the whole process behind the spinning. So for example, a long tunic, to spin a long tunic, that takes about 900 hours total.
what 900 hours?
If it's going to be fine, it's fine. Yeah. So the sort of tunic that that I'm wearing, my long sleeve tunic,
Yeah.
that would take about 900 hours to spin.
Wow.
Yeah, or a little linen undergarments. that's
What about your hat?
My hat is knitted, so something like this, a knitted hat can be done quite easily in a day or an afternoon. So they're knitted a bit large, and then we felt them down so they fit the head snugly. So
Right.
that's a very quick knitting pattern. But clothing takes a little bit longer because everything has to be hand spun, and
There
then,
we go.
then it all goes onto the big loom.
It's getting
And
Right.
the weavers around. So it take a while. So we don't have.
I mean, like, yeah, that's more than a month, isn't it? Like,
So we don't have cupboards full of clothes. We have maybe maybe two sets of clothes. What's that?
Shall I sneak off?
so how much it will cost for a villager then? Like, if they want to buy a shirt?
It can be very, very expensive depending on the shirt. So a lot of times people wouldn't be buying necessarily with money, but we might barter instead.
Barter what with what? Like
Well, my skills
food?
for somebody else's skills. So I can sew, but if I need, if I want cloth to weave, I might actually say to the weaver, I can sew your shirts up for you in exchange for some cloth. So we're not accustomed really to handling money in the village. You need money maybe when you go down to the marketplace, but we wouldn't really have it.
So money still exists in the market, yeah? All right, right,
And there'd be money in the village, but the average person probably wouldn't be handling it. I don't.
right.
Lovely. Let me turn this back over to you.
We cut this off.
No, that's a leader that stays on.
So what do you make on a like regular basis? What do you do? Like because if you want to make a top, that'll take 900 hours.
Well, we do all sorts of things. So with the spinning, it takes about 7 spinners to keep the loom occupied. So obviously I wouldn't sit down and say, right, I have nothing else to do for the next 900 hours, I'm going to spin a shirt. So lots and lots of people would be contributing to the yarn. So
Just one,
everyone in
alright.
the village would be spinning.
Yeah.
Well, women would be spinning. So that's the contribution that you make. And, to make your living, you would be giving to the weaving house, here's my basket of spinning that I've done for the day for the loom, and he might have something else in exchange for me, like my room and board, or help me to share a meal. And that. So it's not simply one person who's doing all the spinning, it's a community effort. It's gonna be a village.
So I can imagine if the king need a top,
Oh, them up there,
Ah,
deal with
like-
them. He's got his own crew.
the whole of the country will be working on
He
it.
would have his own teams of people
mean,
doing
yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
there are royal guilds. We don't
You don't
We
deal
don't
with
have
that.
anything to do with
No,
the
no.
rarefied air up in London. The bright lights of Titchfield and Gosport are enough for us.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Let's have a walk around. Yeah. Thank you. And what is your name, please?
Well, I go by Mistress Carrie.
Mistress
and
Carrie.
You still Mistress Helen?
So far.
So far.
So far, yeah.
She's my apprentice.
Nice to see you. Oh, you still have apprentice
Oh, yeah.
these times? All right, okay.
Absolutely.
It's called apprentice or something else?
Now it'd be apprenticeship. So you spend 7 years as an apprentice. Helena wouldn't because she's a girl, but if we were training up a boy to become a weaver, he would spend 7 years as an apprentice. Helen's 12. So as an apprentice. You're 11 now. All right.
Yeah.
All right. An 11 or 12-year-old boy is very deep into his apprenticeship because he would have started when he was 7. So between the ages of 7 and 14, he's going to be an apprentice, so he'd be attached to a weaver, he'd be attached to the blacksmith, or he'd be attached to the wood turner. From the age of 14 to 21, he becomes a journeyman. So that's when he's going to get really stuck into his trade and literally journeys. So he would study with different masters throughout England. And then there is actually an exam at the end of it. So if he wants to join a guild of weavers or guild of woodwains or something like that, he's going to have to produce material that is of a particular standard.
All right.
Oh, absolutely. And the guilds are all very strictly regulated, and the work they do is very secret. So the guild of dyers, for example, or the guild of the folks who make the stained glass in the churches, it's all very secret, the recipes that they use for those colors.
Right. Good to know. Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, so these are the straws.
But they make it actually.
17th century living village. That means, I mean,
Oh, this isn't.
yeah, it's like definitely. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good day.
How are you today?
All good.
Are you busy with your woodwork?
Working hard. My wife just got me working hard today.
Yeah. Hi. What's your name, sir?
My name's Luke.
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 Nice to see you.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
So I live here with my husband and my 5 children.
Uh-huh.
My 5 children are out working in the fields today,
Okay.
which is how we pay our rent. So normally my husband would be working with them, but we have some maintenance that he needs to do around the cottage today, so he's home. We all sleep together in the bed.
Yeah.
So we do have another bed that pulls out underneath, but we do tend to all sleep in the same bed,
Yeah.
especially as the winter comes along, because it conserves body heat. Also, the younger ones are fantastic pillows, so we do all tend to sleep in there. I have ale brewing for when the children get home, because we do not drink the water. We would not survive very long if we were to drink the water. So we do all drink ale. It's not strong enough for them to get drunk from.
They're made of.
It's beer, isn't kind of, I mean, like barley or?
Yes, barley. Yes,
yeah.
it's barley. So that's there for when they get home. Now, if I show you my bed, have you heard of saying good night, sleep tight?
Yeah.
Sleep tight, yeah, you need to
So
tie.
that comes from here.
Oh,
So we have the beds where you have to tighten up the ropes because
Tighten up the
they
rope.
do tend to start
Oh.
sagging.
Right.
So we just pull them from here, tighten them up. Our mattresses, have you heard of hit the hay? Which is a saying for when you go to bed. That comes from this, because our mattresses are literally just sacks with hay in them. And we do change that probably once a year, and we'll put some lavender and things like that in there to keep it smelling nice. We normally change those in the springtime.
Right.
Is it comfortable to sleep in?
Yes, you'd be surprised, Mistress. When you've been
Yeah.
out working in the fields from before the sun comes up to where after the sun goes down, you'd be surprised what you find comfortable. We in 17th century, the beds, not everybody had one. Lots of people would just sleep on hay on the floor. So if there was a bed in the family, when a will was read, all anybody was interested in was who was going to get the bed. That was what they wanted to know, who was going to get the bed. Also the clothes. So all of our clothes would have been passed down to us. We wouldn't have been able to afford to buy anything. So they would have wanted to know who was going to get the bed and who was going to get the clothes. And that
So
was what they were
the
interested
clothes
in.
will be passed down from
Absolutely,
your
master. Yeah, absolutely. We but these would have been passed down through my family, or we could have. So if we had gone to do some work on somebody's farm or something, then maybe they say if you do a day's work, I've got an old skirt that you can have. But we certainly wouldn't have had the money to go and buy clothing.
So if you have just one pair, then how do you don't wash at all?
So the reason that the way that our clothing works, all of our outer clothing, we don't wash.
You don't wash at all?
No, the only thing that we ever wash is our linens, which is our underneath garments, but we keep these on all the time. We might have like 2 shifts.
Right.
So we keep one on constantly, so that's what we wear to bed and all that kind of thing. And then we might wash it every couple of weeks and put the clean one on.
Right.
But all of the other stuff, the wool, because this is all made of wool, this
Yeah.
doesn't get washed.
What about toilet? Like, how do you?
So the toilet is either you would go and use the bush, but in actual fact we would have had, I don't know if I've got one in here, they're called piss pots,
Piss pots.
and we were actually by law required to keep our urine. because
Oh.
it was used for bleaching clothes, and it was also used in making gunpowder and things like that. So by law, there was a man whose job it was to go round all the villages and collect up the piss pots. It had to be left outside your front door, and if you were
When
found,
it is filled.
sorry, when it is filled, you
Yeah.
leave it outside the front door, and then someone would come and collect it. If you were found to be wasting urine, you would have been in trouble.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Yeah.
urine is very useful.
Very useful.
Very useful.
Very, very useful. Yeah.
Okay, and then you have no windows, like closing windows or anything. Is it
No,
closable?
no, it's just shutters. So these
shutters,
are all,
yeah.
these ones sort of close like this. These ones slide along.
Slide
and
along
close
and
like
you
that.
can close
That one
them,
up
right.
there is just open all the time.
Which one? That one there?
Yes. Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
in the really, really cold months, we would keep the fire going all the time. So there would be someone that gets up in the night and keeps the fire going overnight.
And
So that's why we have that one open all the time.
and you have candles in the night to light for lights.
We do have candles, but the candles we use sparingly. I've got them on at the moment because it was quite dark in here, but I will blow them out. We use them quite sparingly because they're actually quite expensive, because they're made of beeswax and things like that.
Oh, beeswax.
Yes, beeswax. Yeah.
Do you
So-
make candles yourself?
Yes, we make. I don't make the candles. So down in the apothecary
Yeah.
is where the candle maker lives.
Right.
So she makes them all down there. In our time, it wasn't all about money. It was about bartering. So whatever you could do. So I make these belts.
Okay.
This is one thing that I do. I weave them. I backstrap weave them. And then I can use one of these belts if someone is in need of one, because we use them either decoratively or as basket handles, or there's lots of different uses for them. Say the candle maker needed one, I could say, well, I will barter you 5 candles for one of my belts. That's how we worked. It was on a bartering system. So the ale house, I made some quince paste. So I have given it to the ale house for her customers, and she is giving me a bowl of pottage in return. So that's, coin wasn't the be all and end all for us.
So how do you make a decision on the value? Like, for example, you're giving one of these belts.
Yes.
How many candles you get? Who make that judgment?
I think that would depend on a lot of different things. So it would depend on what the belts are made of, so how fine the threads were that I had used, the colour, and also how desperate I was.
Or how long it takes as well.
How long it takes,
to make it.
The difficulty of the weave itself. So I mean, it's a
Supply and
lots of-
demand, basically.
Yeah, exactly. If I woke up one day and I literally had nothing to feed my children,
Yeah.
then I would easily just give one for a loaf of bread.
Yeah, right.
You do what you've got to do at the time.
Right.
Do you make
And the-
bread at home here? Or?
Yeah, so yes, we use bread ovens. We don't. Each house doesn't have a bread oven. We would use community bread ovens. So that's why in the nursery rhyme there's roll it and pick it and mark it with B or P or whatever it is, because you would put your mark on the top so you knew which was your loaf in the bread oven. We do have examples of bread oven. There's one down in the Grey Goose Cottage, which is down here, and there's one in the ale house. So they can show you bread ovens. We do use them. They do work.
Ale house is the first one. We saw,
Yes,
the first one.
the ale house. The reason it's called the ale house is because if you were to brew up some ale, it only lasts about 2 to 3 days. So any excess that you have, you can barter with other people.
Yeah.
An ale house just makes excessive amounts of ale because you don't need a license to sell it.
Right.
Whereas anything else, beer or anything like that, you need a license to sell it because it's made with hops.
Okay.
But ale houses, you don't.
These walls are made of mud or?
Yes, wattle and daub. So it's kind of a mud mixture. It's got sort of straw and all things like that in it.
Right. And
But
the roof-
underneath is brick and timber.
Is
Yeah,
this made
this
in
is-
1642? That's not that
No,
old,
no,
is it?
we've reconstructed this.
Reconstructed,
Yeah,
obviously,
I mean,
yeah.
actually, we wouldn't have had floors like this.
Oh, of
If
course,
when you go up to the other side, the hovel, the floor in there is what our floors would have been like. So it was basically mud, and then we put straw on top. So the straw was like our carpet. But yeah, we've put these in here because obviously we keep these buildings here all year round.
So what makes you doing it? Like, why you are?
So I first came to this village on a school trip 34 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I remember walking in.
And there was somebody else in your place that time.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you can come here. There's different people every time you come. So you could come back, next week, and it'd be completely different characters. We don't all stick to the same.
Ah.
I'm in here today, but next weekend I could be I could be a weaver, or I could be
Oh,
cooking
no,
in
but
the
you are
alehouse.
here all the time. All the time in a sense.
When it's yeah.
When it is open,
Yeah, when it's open,
Do you
yeah.
live locally?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. But lots of people don't. They come from all sorts of places.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm actually one of the minority. Not many people live in this town, but yeah, I do. And I came here on a school trip. I kept making my parents bring me back because I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And I've now brought my children here, so it just was kind of a natural progression
See,
to
now they are
eventually.
here. Maybe.
Yes,
Maybe.
yes.
Their children one day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I like these kind of stuff, old stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, we go to old villages and things like that.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like the smell and old stuff
Oh,
and
I
everything.
know,
like
I
that.
know. Yeah, we do go home stinking of fire when we
Yeah,
go
yeah,
home.
yeah.
But it's like the smoke. I don't really notice it anymore. But we have visitors come in and say, "Oh, my
Yeah, yeah.
eyes," and I'm like, "It doesn't."
We
doesn't
used
worry
to it
anymore.
from India, like, we are from
India.
Kerala.
Yes.
So this is like
She still cook like that in India.
she just come to visit us.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
in her mom's house, where
Yes.
they had 9 children,
Yes.
so their house is still existing from olden days, and the
Okay.
floor is still with that
Cow dung.
cow dung,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
the floor like that. They're building a new house now,
Yeah.
but then we all telling them, please keep that, don't
Yes.
destroy or anything. So
Oh,
yeah, they
wow.
they do have this type of cooking. They still do, and
Okay.
they did oven as well, but just like a big pots or anything. It's just
Yeah.
for example, like hot water if they want to have shower or anything. they do
Yes.
that, and,
Yeah,
so they
well,
can
our
save.
washing up water is done like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after we've had our lunch in the ale house,
Mm.
we then our water is boiled on the
Yeah.
fire after the pottage is cooked, and we wash up.
So
like
for
that.
us, we are a bit more familiar, but these girls
Yeah,
are
maybe.
Yeah.
kind of quite
Yeah, no, I absolutely love it. We would live here if we could. We do come here when it's closed to the public as well
Oh,
because we
dear.
love it.
Yeah,
so we
it
do
is.
come here and we'll do.
Do you stay in the night here?
Yes, we've stayed.
Oh,
the night.
wow.
Yeah, we do. We have sleepovers
like,
here.
that's
We do
nice.
our Christmas celebrations here as well.
Oh,
on the 12th night and
fantastic.
everything. We decorate it up for Christmas
That's nice.
in the 17th century
Not open
way.
for public during
No,
Christmas.
No,
it's not
that's
open
their
to the public.
privilege.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
we close it off. In fact, next weekend is our last, or 2 weeks' time is our last weekend open,
And then it's closed.
and then it's
until-
closed until Easter.
Until
Oh,
Easter summer.
yeah.
See how lucky we are.
Okay,
Yes,
now.
yeah, absolutely.
Because I looked it up months ago,
Yeah.
and that Sunday that was not open. And then I
Okay.
seen future date.
Yes.
But today, when I look, it is open. I was so happy, like,
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Because yeah, we've only got one more weekend, and we would be closed.
Yeah, it's very nice to see. What's your name? I
My
forgot.
name is Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah, and you are very welcome. We do all sorts of stuff here. So come, you should come for the May Day celebrations. The May Day celebrations are fantastic. We get the maypole out in the middle, and
Right.
everybody's dressed up. We've got the Hampshire hog, and we do a parade through the village.
Oh, I seen in the YouTube videos.
Yeah, that's
YouTube,
tickets
yeah.
only. So
When
you
is
have
it?
to. That's in May.
May.
It's
May,
the
yeah.
May Day
Okay,
celebrations.
May Day
Yeah.
celebration.
So that is, if you love our village, then that is one to definitely come to. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Definitely.
And it's the one day of the year that the women are, you know the expression, let your hair down?
Mm.
That is the one day of the year we don't have to wear coifs.
Okay.
So all the women go, we put things in our hair and
That's
Otherwise
only
you have to
one
wear this
day.
all the time.
we wear these all the time.
Take
yeah.
it off at night when you
Take
go
it
to
off
bed?
at night,
Oh,
yes. Yeah, we take it off at night.
Any-
Underneath our hair is laced. So we plait sort of a long pieces of sort of thread into our hair, and then we use the thread to tie it up. So
Any
it all-
particular reason? Like, why do you cover it?
So
Hygienic
obviously,
reason,
yeah,
probably.
hygiene, to
Hygiene.
keep it clean, and although the smell of the smoke does still get on your hair, but yeah, just to keep it clean,
Right.
as clean as possible.
And you don't have any other rooms. Houses only have one room, and then the kitchen is at.
It all depends. So we've got houses over there which have got a second level. So we
I
do
saw
have
that,
a
yeah.
second level here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we could technically put somebody to sleep
Yeah.
up there. We'll use that as storage.
Yeah.
But there are other houses over there where the beds are upstairs. So they're all built completely differently. So yeah,
Right,
the house
okay.
is different.
That's your husband?
Yes, that's my
Yeah.
husband.
Oh,
yes.
your original. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
not from
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah, that is my
Okay.
husband, yeah.
And who is the richest person in the village?
So the richest person in the village, he's not here today, but he would have been the surgeon.
Oh, okay.
So we have a surgeon that comes in, he's fantastic. That's the acorns hitting the roof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The surgeon or the scribe, he would have been another one, or the weaver.
The weaver.
So the weaver would have been a male, because in 17th century, all weavers were men and all spinners were women.
Right.
So, the women wouldn't have been trusted with such things as the loom.
Okay,
But
yeah.
he would have been because it takes a 7-year apprenticeship to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
master weaver.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the mistress told us about that.
It takes a long time. So
Yeah.
he would have been very well off.
We still use this back home, you know,
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
for the
aren't they?
outside. Yeah, to
Yes.
clean the.
Which one?
I mean, get the leaves and everything.
Yes.
Which one? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
It's very nice to see you. Thank you very
Yes,
much
thank
for
you.
explaining
You're very
everything. Yeah,
welcome
thank
here.
you so
Come
much.
back and see us
Thank you.
anytime, won't
We
you?
will come back
like
in
I
May.
said, every time you come, it'll be different people, so you have a different experience.
Yeah, we'll come back in May, like
yes,
when
do.
the.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Do you mind your step? It's very uneven ground.
Yeah, it's alright. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Oh, do we have more?
Is that way out there?
Oh, that way.
If you go across the field here, there are steps over there which take you down into the blacksmith.
That one. Eh? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow, what a view. Smoke coming out from the chimney.